Good day, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Regional Review. Today's episode is a regional recap where we look at what stories happened in all over the country, in all of the corners of the country, and we are going to be looking at different stories brought from our regional correspondents that work for Namibia Media Holdings and they contribute to Regional Review. My name is Tunohole Mungaba once again, and stay tuned for another fun-filled and information-filled episode. Back into our news segment, we are going to start off with the South, where our correspondent Monique Adams brings us a media visit, a media engagement, a media briefing with the NAMRA Commissioner Sam Shivute, who concluded their visit in the South by having this media briefing with media practitioners and journalists from the southern part of Namibia. Monique Adams from the South brings us this story.
That meeting with Tunohole staff started from about 8 o'clock in the evening until 11 o'clock, and just again getting to know the staff, understanding the challenges, and also determining the work environment in which they are operating. And on Wednesday, the 9th of March 2021, we had a very successful stakeholder engagement with stakeholders in Keetmanshoop, where the business community turned out in big numbers, and also politicians, the leadership of the southern region, talking about the governor, the chairperson of the regional council, and the mayor, all turning out, and other taxpayers as well. Then, of course, yesterday we visited our offices in Rudret and also engaged with the staff. Overall, I'm very happy to report that the regional visit by NAMRA's management to the southern region was very successful, in that we were able to familiarize ourselves with the operations of our offices. We were able to determine the challenges that the officers are experiencing, and also by engaging with the stakeholder and really understanding the challenges that they are facing with Namibia Revenue Agency or with our systems like integrated tax administration system. That was very helpful. It's now for us to go back to Windhoek and do everything which is possible to ensure that some of those challenges are addressed. But whilst we are also at those challenges, what are some of our observations? Our observation, especially at the border, what we have observed is that there is an issue of sometimes lack of resources. And when you talk about lack of resources, this is basic things like officials working and maybe there is no aircon. Official, when they have to do their customs inspection duty, they have to do it in the sun, and sometimes they are not having sufficient resources, or sometimes just to having even a printing copy machine for them to be able to do their work. So we now very much aware of those challenges, and it's for us to make sure that those challenges are attended. But also one of the challenges that you would have at the border is that of at our borders you have many agencies that are operating there. You will find maybe RFA, Meat Board, Health Port, those dealing with Health Port, officials, representative from the Ministry of Agriculture. Then of course you have the Namibian Police and custom official from NAMPO. But these officials, they are kind of not really working in a coordinated manner. The World Customs Organization, they have always recommended the border coordinated border management framework to be implemented, where these colleagues that or agencies that are working at the border, they should not work in silos. They have to work in a coordinated fashion, so that if one get search maybe by custom, by that time the police must also be there and all other border agents as well. So one of our strategic objectives is that of enhancing trade facilitation, and therefore we need to make sure that there is an efficiency and the service delivery is improved at the border, so that trade could be facilitated easier. You do not want trucks and transporters spending more time at the border. Instead, they must be in the road so that they can deliver goods and service to our people. So overall, I would be okay. So I'll be able to say that I think the visit was very successful. We do understand, especially those that are during the stakeholder engagement, those clients that are experiencing challenges with our system. We were able also to update them that our systems, we are doing everything possible to make sure that our systems are operating optimally.
For our second story, we are going to the Kavango East region, where our correspondent Kenya Kambowe tells us about a female pensioner from Kasivivi in the region who continues to fear for her life after her son-in-law threatened to kill her. The man is accusing the pensioner of being a witch who he thinks is responsible for the death of his daughter, who died on New Year's Eve. Quite a sad story. Here is Kenya Kambowe with more.
In our new segment, our first story is that of a witchcraft accused pensioner from Kasivi village in the Kavango West region is unable to leave her homestead after her son-in-law recently threatened to kill her. He blames her for his daughter's death. Earlier this year, Namibian Sun reported that 6 people, including a teacher, were arrested after they burnt down a cooker shop belonging to Sindimba Laurencia Nepembe, whom they accused of bewitching her own granddaughter who died on New Year's Eve. They appeared in the Kaenge Periodic Court in January facing various charges. However, Namibian Sun has been informed that they are all out on bail. The allegations of Nepembe being a witch emanated after the father of her late granddaughter approached a self-proclaimed prophet from Rundu who prophesied that the child died because she was being bewitched by her grandmother. At the time, the community took matters into their own hands and set fire to Nepembe's cooker shop. Namibian Sun understands that the 6 accused are close to the father of the late child. In that article, Namibian Sun reported that the pensioner fears for her life after threats that the accused would kill her. This week, she echoed the same sentiment, saying that she was confined to her homestead out of fear. Nepembe said 2 weeks ago, while sitting in the floodplain of Kavango River with her 19-year-old daughter, crafting traditional baskets, the father of her late granddaughter appeared out of nowhere and allegedly threatened to kill her. She said she immediately packed her belongings and rushed home. Ever since that day, she no longer goes to the river on her own.
Lastly, this is a story that definitely broke the hearts of many Namibian people, as gender-based violence and violence against women and children in this country continues to rise. Enzo Amwele from Ochivarongo brings us the story of Velemina Heinz, the mother of 20-year-old Taffy Heinz, whose lifeless body was delivered to her house on Saturday morning over the weekend. She narrates what transpired on that specific day, the relationship that Taffy had with her previous partner, and what young people can do to prevent these things from happening. Here is Enzo Amwele with more.
toba game ke toba ke tlo nga go ta ke khiridi ta ke sai gele go amsna sai gele go ta ke sai gele ango ba gima sai gele no roi amna tra ke ya ka madota kweza ke ta ga kon ma kweza ko yo kuma kon na sai ke na uno sai ke sita wada sita ke anya mai mun chuma kwesti skene ko ta ne ko wa ga da wani ai tun quest hours of mun chuma sasa sita ke ngan amzi sai ga ke su kwesa ken wa tinam tun ke kwesa iyo tinam tun
Aku mas kan kan ya dek.
sai ngaba hu sai ke san ngaba hu dia haba ke kai
Afrikanso.
tayo ta ke ban kwa kwesa take ngani ama take
Take
ona
to
ka
to
tiko
kan
kwa
ka bita kan ma ka gusto mo.
take kwa ka de kwesa kwesa la take kwesa kwesa de gra mumer ana take kwesa ndiri ke tana take kwesa kena tisi kwesa ngas ko kabe ko take sanne sa ke take ese emka kaimare o a kwesa sa ko ta kwisa askenta kaskera dige me take me se kamera ke kaimare ikedi take o a kwesa wisna o a se ko hawo sa ko ta ko yedi bangi zin ais ngi ko nage kaima si amai ke ngaba ko da sa ko kwesa a tikken ai ba ke I karuki ke ne kapka tikken zin ngaba ha tikken zan ba da sira pelga iya iba ne kaba ko ya tikken no age ka tikken ya no kaima kwesa terapi kan skomnio ta hasmatin oma ora ke tiarami ma kwesa mas ni kaima agus o ko kwa kaima ga bibi opini do ko gi ko skwen mai kapka ti kaba ga ti sel bona ge uta gi mi ti na ho na ra pele ya ti ta ha uti sel bona ti sel bona go ti na da ho ge mi ikra tor gi ga ti na ba ho to
It's sunny and hot at Ungwediva at the moment, but the clouds will start banking on Saturday with stray showers expected on Sunday. Rundu is partly sunny and pleasant with showers expected as from tomorrow until Tuesday. Otjivrongo is partly sunny and mild with clouds banking on Sunday and some rain expected on Monday. Low clouds are expected at Marine till tomorrow, but will clear thereafter before sunny and hot temps are expected next week. Karasburg is sunny and hot at the moment, but afternoon showers are expected tomorrow, whereafter it will clear until Tuesday.
Thank you so much, viewers, for tuning into another episode of Regional Review. I will be seeing you next week on your screens again on Monday, where we discuss what transpired in the far north region, and it's going to be another interesting episode. So for myself, Tunohole Mungaba, and the rest of the Namibia Media Holdings team, it is goodbye.